you lovely lot. I'm really sorry again I missed the Tuesday thing. I think I've got to say that I'm not going to stick to a day with these videos because my life just doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, I have no control over my schedule or what I'm doing day to day. So, God, I'm hot. Yeah, just realising now at 4:30 that my jumper's been on inside out all day. But I'm going to take it off anyway. Gosh, I'm very hot. So the subject of this response video for group therapy is how to turn your hobby or passion or whatever into a legitimate career. So I'm going to go through some of the comments that we had and get cracking because I think there's quite a few. So, Hippie Wagon, do you have any tips on promoting your YouTube channel and how did you get into doing it and any tips, etc.? I am probably the last person that should be giving tips on YouTube because I am probably the definition of a slow burn. It has not been a fast process for me. It's very much a slog. But from looking at successful YouTubers and things like that, I would say consistency is good. If your subscribers know when to expect you to upload, that is helpful, even though that's something I can't do because of my schedule. I think that is a good thing. Every time you have a video, make sure you let everyone know via all your social medias, so Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you have. Make it easy for them to subscribe, so remind them that you want them to subscribe and give you a like. Even put a link there if you want. Not everyone likes to do that, but some people do. Just be active on social media, I guess. Collaborating is meant to be good. I haven't done that myself yet, but I know that, you know, collaborating with other YouTubers, that can bring a whole new audience to your channel. Going to networking events and blogging events, press days, that sort of thing, so you meet these other YouTubers, you meet the brands and get more opportunities that way. If you ever include products or anything in your videos, make sure you tag them in Instagram and on Twitter and let them know, because then they're more likely to want to work with you because they see that you're kind of talking about them publicly. I just think keep at it, just keep going. One day it might just suddenly click, you'll find your style and then your audience will come. Or, you know, some people are just slow burners, and sometimes I think that's better than the ones that go huge straight away. Maybe it means we're going to have longer staying power. I don't know, maybe that's what I'm just clutching onto, but we can hope, can't we? So good luck, Hippie Wagon, with your channel. You're doing great anyway, you don't need to worry. So Hannah O'Brien, I'm a photographer and writer and extremely passionate about them both, but trying to continue pursuing them despite being bedbound with severe ME. It can be really difficult to do this and get my work out there when I'm not out in the world exploring and networking with people. What do you think the best ways of doing this are despite my situation and putting my work out there more? This is a really tricky one. I'm glad to see that people have replied to you, so that's nice already. But we're lucky that if we are ill these days, we have got the internet, so we can utilise that as much as possible. So in the same way that I was telling YouTubers to put all their news and new uploads and stuff out there, make sure you're letting everyone know about your new images and what you're doing, your latest project, that sort of thing. So create a blog if you haven't got a blog already, or a website. If you're finding it hard to pursue the projects you want to because of your illness, perhaps make the illness the focus of your work. Maybe use your photography to get how you're feeling out there and get people understanding what you're going through images that you're creating. I'm just reminding myself, you restarted the photo story about your illness. Well, you're doing that already, and I think that's great because it's going to be cathartic for you, but also it's going to help so many people. I'm sure the images are going to be really powerful as well. Obviously there's things like LinkedIn as well. I'm sure there's probably lots of art collectives and art websites you can probably upload your work to. I know I used to upload my artwork to the Saatchi site where you can have your own kind of gallery space, so maybe look into that. These days you can create your own books very easily with various websites. I know a lot of people do it to create kind of memory books or wedding books of all their wedding pictures, but why not create your own book with your photography in there, and you could hand it out places or get someone to hand it out for you if you can't leave the house. I'll think about that some more, but hopefully that's given you some ideas. I'm 24 soon and it worries me that I haven't got a plan yet. The only thing I can see myself doing for a living that I would enjoy would be something creative, for photography or editing or something. But as I don't have any professional experience in that field or creative qualifications, I don't know how I'd get into it. I don't necessarily think not having qualifications is a big stumbling block, because if your images are good, if you've got that creative eye, if you've got a good eye for composition and that sort of thing, that's key. So I just say start creating your own images, putting it online, spreading the word about you, hashtagging the correct things on Instagram so other photographers find your work and people interested in photography find your work. But with most creative jobs, the key is getting work experience, internships, assisting photographers, that sort of thing. So just email hundreds of people. Sometimes it does take that many to even get a reply, but you've just got to keep at it. Just show that you're passionate about it, that you really want to learn, that you really want to try, and I'm pretty sure someone will come back with a positive response. But when I was looking for like styling, work experience and work experience at magazines, oh my god, I've got this inside out as well, back to front rather. What is the matter with me? Okay, cool. So yeah, just email everyone. Most websites have emails on there, but you can easily search things on Google anyway, usually find out, or do a bit of snooping on Twitter, or even tweet them and say, can I have your email address? I'd like to get in touch with you about blah blah blah. But yeah, I just create your own online portfolio of ideas, inspiration, and your own photography work. Even if you're really at an amateur level right now, you'll just continue learning, and that's always what you want to be doing in creative work. You want to be learning, improving, evolving, maybe trying new styles. So just keep at it really. But you'll have to be quite resilient, because any creative job means a lot of knockbacks, and that's just comes with it, unfortunately. So don't let it get you down, just pick yourself up and just keep going, because someone out there is going to think that you've got huge potential and that you can do a great job for them. So good luck. Kaylee, it's hard not to compare yourself and how you're doing to everyone else around you. I've always wanted to be a music journalist, but circumstance and lack of confidence due to fluctuating social anxiety and bouts of depression constantly knock me back. Recently I've been putting in work to build an illustration portfolio shop, but I'm at a loss of how to go about making contacts, networking and promoting myself. Any tips or advice on this, or even how to make a strong unsolicited pitch? Pitching is really tough. Even some of really successful journalists I know say they hate pitching and they're not very good at it, and most of their commissions actually come because they've got to know the commissioning editors or the features team at the magazine or whatever, whether it's through press trips or networking events or just events in general. So I'd say getting to know people in the industry is really helpful and can kind of take out some of those hard aspects of being a journalist. So there's that. Always be nice, so people remember you as that nice person that they want to give an opportunity to. When you're pitching, I'd say have a clear idea of exactly the article. Don't be vague about it. Know exactly kind of the angle you want to go at, the sort of things that you want to reference, the sort of stats you're going to include, who it's, and make sure when you send these pictures that they're at the right publication, because you've got to know the market that that magazine is aimed at, their attitude, the age group, that sort of thing, because you could be pitching to completely the wrong place and that's a waste of time and it's not good for them, it's not good for you. Comparing yourself to others, it's a pain in the arse, but I think we all do it, even though it does us absolutely no good. But just remember, you're completely unique and completely different to anyone else on this planet. So to compare your progress or your ability to someone else actually doesn't make any sense at all if you think about it rationally. So as long as you know that you're working hard, you've got a passion, you've got a drive, you're doing all you can, you shouldn't beat yourself up about it. If it's meant to be, it will happen. Just keep plugging away, and hopefully hard work will pay off in the end. I totally get you about that whole lack of communication because of confidence to do with anxiety and stuff, and that's something that has hindered my progress somewhat over the years, because I don't go to many social events where lots of the industry kind of get to know each other, and maybe I probably miss out on a lot of conversations that lead to opportunities and getting articles published and that sort of thing. So if you can get past it, try your best, because I think it will make quite a big difference to how fast you kind of progress in the industry. I'm going to graduate in May, and I'd always planned to go to university after school because I have rather good grades and it's what everyone around me expects from me. But lately I've been interested in school less, and in the past year I discovered my passion for makeup and especially special effects. Now I'm unsure if I should go to university so I can get a well-paid job, or if I should follow my passion, go to beauty school or something. And it's special effects makeup would all fall under kind of the film bracket potentially, and that's something that I've seen a lot about because my brother worked his way up in the film industry and had to spend like a decade probably doing work experience, very, I don't know, poorly paid jobs, poor hours, that sort of thing, but now he's doing really great. So I'd say be prepared to put in a lot of hard work, a lot of probably unpaid work as well. Be a lot about assisting probably people on TV and film shoots, or maybe photo shoots, and a lot of the time that is unpaid, but you get to watch them at work, you get to learn from them, meet people on the way, and sometimes it can be quite fun seeing the process happening, you know, the behind the scenes stuff. I would never say anyone shouldn't go to university, because I think it, you know, even if you don't get much out of it in terms of education or qualifications, I think you learn a lot from the experience. But that said, I don't think it is for everyone. So that's really your call. I think you'll know that more than me. But it sounds like you know kind of what you want to do. So I just say start emailing people. Every weekend, see if there's a shoot that you can go and assist on, even if you're just getting the cup of teas and the lunch runs, anything like that. Just get as much experience as possible. Just Google makeup artists, look at their portfolio, the kind of people they work with, and see if that's the sort of area you want to go into, and then just pop them an email and just say, explain your story and that you'd really like to help, and would they be willing to give you some experience. There's nothing to lose, so just go for it and see what kind of response you get. Sam M gave some good advice, and that is, you know, sometimes you just don't know what you want to do, even at an age when you think you should know what you want to do, and that's okay. Just keep trying different things till you find that thing that kind of clicks, that thing that feels right, that thing that, you know, excites you. I always think a good gauge is if, like, you're having a really busy day, a stressful day, but yet at the same time you still kind of enjoy it and you're kind of happy to be busy doing that, you're happy to be stressed doing that, you feel that that kind of stress is actually worth it, then I think you've found your passion. And even more so, if you feel like a day of work doesn't even feel like work, then you definitely know that you found that passion. I still think I'm looking, to be honest. I think I'm in the right area of things I'm interested in, but I'm not sure I've quite found the number one thing yet. And I'm no spring chickens, so all you like early 20-somethings, teens and mid 20-somethings, don't panic, because you've got plenty of time to work it out, and it's not like all of that is lost time. You're learning stuff during that period, even if you don't think you are. So yeah, I hope that's put some of you at ease. Obviously there's so much more I could go into, but I can't keep uploading super long videos that people just watch for a minute. It's pointless for me to do that. For the next group therapy video, I thought the subject of parents, so anything relating to that, whether it's maybe you have a difficult relationship with your mum and dad, or your stepdad or mum, perhaps you grew up without a mum or a dad, or both. Perhaps you're grieving the loss of a parent, or maybe one of your parents is ill. Perhaps you feel that there's some favouritism within your family towards your brother or sister. Very broad, because I'm sure everyone has something, some sort of issue relating to parents that they could get off their chest. So there it is. If you've got any worries relating to that, put it in the comments section below, and then next week sometime we'll tackle those questions together and see if we can come up with some solutions or things to ease the stress a bit. Sorry again this was late, but at the moment I'm working from, well, I'm getting up at about 6:30 and I stop working at about 11, and I'm still not finished really at 11, so I'm not sleeping well because my brain's still thinking, oh, I should be doing that. I'm really hoping in the next couple of weeks things will ease, because I've got so many friends and stuff that I keep promising to see that I don't have time to, and I feel like a terrible friend. So hopefully the balance will be restored soon. So anyway, hope you're well. Thanks for sticking with me, and hi to all the new subscribers, and I'll see you soon.